My name is Rebecca, and what I'm about to tell you happened 6 years ago, but I still can't sleep with the lights off. I was a 911 dispatcher in a small town in Oregon, and on November 14th, 2018, I received a call that changed everything I thought I knew about fear. It was 2:47 a.m. My shift was almost over. The office was quiet except for the hum of the computers and the occasional static from the radio. I was counting down the minutes when line 3 lit up. I answered like I always did. Professional. Calm. 911, what's your emergency? At first, there was nothing. Just breathing. Soft. Shallow. Then a voice. A woman's voice. Barely a whisper. He's in my house. My training kicked in. I kept my voice steady. Ma'am, can you tell me your location? I'm hiding, she whispered. In the closet. Upstairs bedroom. He doesn't know I'm here yet. I could hear her trembling through the phone. I immediately dispatched units to her address and stayed on the line. Okay, listen to me. Help is on the way. Stay quiet. Stay hidden. Can you tell me where he is right now? Downstairs, she said. I heard him break the glass door. He's walking around. Oh God, he's looking for me. I heard it then. Through her phone. Footsteps. Slow. Deliberate. The creak of stairs. He's coming up. She breathed. Stay calm. I said, my heart pounding. Officers are 3 minutes out. Do not make a sound. I heard her breathing get faster. Then nothing. Complete silence. Ma'am, are you still there? Then I heard it. A voice. A man's voice. Distant but clear. Rebecca. My blood turned to ice. He said my name. Not hers. Mine. Ma'am. I said again, my voice shaking now. The woman's whisper came back. But this time, it was different. Colder. You should have locked your back door, Rebecca. My stomach dropped. I spun around in my chair. The office was empty. But the back door, the one that led to the parking lot, it was slightly open. I always locked it. Always. I stood up, phone still pressed to my ear. My hands were shaking. Who are you? I whispered. She laughed. Soft. Almost playful. I've been watching you for weeks, Rebecca. I know when you work. I know when you're alone. I know that you're alone right now. I looked at my computer screen. The address I dispatched units to? It didn't exist. It was fake. I heard a sound behind me. A creak. I turned around slowly, and there, standing in the doorway to the back hall, was a woman. Thin, pale, holding a phone to her ear. She smiled at me. Hi, Rebecca, she said, out loud, and through my headset. I don't remember screaming. I don't remember running, but I got out. The officers found her in the building 20 minutes later. She'd been hiding in the storage room for hours. She never told them why. She just kept asking for me. Over and over. She's still in a psychiatric facility, and I don't work nights anymore. But sometimes, my phone rings at 2:47 a.m., and no one's there. Just breathing. My name is Tyler, and I used to think 911 calls were straightforward. Someone's in trouble. You help them. Simple. But on March 3rd, 2019, I got a call that made me question everything. It was a quiet Sunday afternoon. I was working the day shift in a dispatch center in rural Tennessee. The phone rang. I picked up. 911, what's your emergency? A man's voice. Calm. Too calm. I'd like to report a murder. I sat up straighter. Okay, sir. Where did this occur? It hasn't happened yet, he said, but it will, in exactly 14 minutes. I thought it was a prank. We get those sometimes. But something in his voice, it was wrong. Flat. Emotionless. Sir, are you saying you're planning to hurt someone? No, he said. I'm saying someone is going to die. At 2:14 p.m. At 4738 Maple Grove Road. I typed the address into the system. It was real. A residential home. Who's going to die? I asked. A woman named Vanessa Cole. She's 34. She has a dog named Biscuit. And in 11 minutes, she's going to be stabbed 7 times at her kitchen. My hands were shaking. How do you know this? He laughed. It was hollow. Because I'm watching her right now. I dispatched units immediately. I kept him on the line. Sir, if you're there, do not hurt her. Officers are on the way. I'm not going to hurt her, he said, annoyed. I'm not even in the house. I'm just watching. And so are you. What does that mean? Check your computer, Tyler. Check the call log. The one from 17 minutes ago. I scrolled up. There was a call. 17 minutes ago. From the same address. But I didn't take it. Another dispatcher did. A welfare check. No one answered the door. How do you know my name? I asked, my voice cracking. I know everyone's name, he said softly. I know yours. I know Officer Brennan's. He's the one driving to the house right now. And I know Vanessa's. She's washing dishes. She has no idea. The line went silent. I could hear my own heartbeat. Sir, are you still there? Then I heard it. In the background of his call. A voice. Dispatch radio chatter. My radio chatter. He was listening to our frequency. You're one of us. He laughed again. Not anymore. The call ended. I tried to trace it. It came from inside our own building. From a desk. A vacant desk. Officer Brennan arrived at the house at 2:13 p.m. He found Vanessa Cole in the kitchen. She was alive. Washing dishes. Completely fine. But on her counter, there was a knife. And a note. It said, "Next time, Tyler." We never found out who he was. The call was untraceable. The note had no prints. And 3 months later, Vanessa Cole was found dead in her home. Stabbed 7 times. The case is still open. And I still work dispatch. But every time the phone rings, I wonder if it's him. And I wonder who's next. My name is Hannah, and I've been a 911 dispatcher for 9 years. I've heard gunshots over the phone. I've heard people take their last breaths. But nothing prepared me for the call I got on October 9th, 2020. It was 11:56 p.m. Late shift. I was the only one on the floor. The phone rang. I answered. 911, what's your emergency? Silence. Then a child's voice. I need help. My heart clenched. Okay, sweetie. What's wrong? There's someone in my room. I felt a chill run down my spine. Where are your parents? They're asleep, she whispered. But he's here, standing next to my bed. I started the trace. Can you see him right now? Yes. What does he look like? He's tall, and he's smiling, and he's holding something shiny. I dispatched units. Okay, honey. I need you to stay very quiet. Can you get out of the room? No, she whimpered. He's blocking the door. I heard her breathing. Fast. Panicked. Then, I heard something else. A voice. Deep. Growling. Hang up the phone, little girl. Don't listen to him. I said, stay on the line with me. Help is coming. The little girl started crying. He's coming closer. What's your name, sweetie? Emily. Okay, Emily. I need you to be very brave. Can you hide under the bed? I can't. He's right there. Then the call went silent. Not dead. Just silent. I could still hear breathing. But it wasn't the girl's. It was heavier. Slower. Emily. I called out. A man's voice answered. Emily's not here anymore. My stomach twisted. Where is she? What did you do? He laughed. Low. Guttural. Nothing yet. But I will, if you don't hang up. I refused. I stayed on the line. The officers arrived 8 minutes later. They searched the house. They found the parents. Asleep. Unharmed. They found the little girl's room. Empty. No sign of a struggle. No broken windows. No Emily. But on the wall, written in crayon, were the words, "She called you Hannah." I never told them my name. And the address? It was MY address. My apartment. The call came from MY bedroom. I lived alone. I moved out that night. I never went back. But 6 months later, I got a letter. No return address. Inside was a drawing. A child's drawing. Of me. Sitting at my desk. On the phone. And at the bottom, in crayon, it said, "Thank you for answering, Hannah. He's with me now." I still don't know who Emily was. Or if she was ever real. But sometimes, late at night, my phone rings. And when I answer, all I hear is a little girl crying. These are the calls that stay with us. The ones that don't make sense. The ones that remind us that sometimes the most terrifying thing isn't what we hear. It's what we don't understand. If you've ever experienced something like this, you're not alone. And if you're a first responder who's taken a call that still haunts you, I see you. Stay safe out there.